Okay, so this is Liam again, and today I'm going to be showing you the first part of my 92FS build. Basically, I've all but given up on my designated marksman rifle. I know I sort of bigged that project up a bit, but I just don't have the resources and experience to make that yet. Really, such a large weapon on that scale. My assault rifle I was quite fortunate with because it doesn't have many curves on it. It doesn't have many places where you need to be really accurate with your measurements. I know the DMR was an original design, and therefore I had a bit of leeway, but I didn't want it to look too simplistic. I wanted it more of a complicated design. So I decided to work on this instead. As you can see, it's only the basic framework at the moment. See the magwell here. On the top here is where the slide will go. At the moment these, I just have a panel at the bottom here and a strut here to just strengthen the frame so that it doesn't collapse in on you when you try and hold it. Basically, I just want to say I was building cardboard weapons for a while for my props using layers of cardboard because I'd assumed for a long I'd put using this method off for a long time because I thought my first impressions were that it'd be really unstable, that it would collapse on you very, very easily when you tried to hold it if you didn't do it right. And now, having started to make one, I can see why so many people use this method, because it is a lot easier. You can see here, you don't get every space filled correctly, but even so, you cover that up afterwards and it'll look fine and you won't even notice. And overall you'll end up using less cardboard. You can get an accurate thickness for the magwell. You can make the mag look a lot better. You can make the whole weapon just overall be so much better. So I just thought I'd show you this at this early stage, and also show you the materials I used. Cardboard, of course, just your standard cardboard. The measurements, I don't know if you can see here, the cardboard I was fortunate enough, it has lines on at about a centimetre apart, so I could use those as measurements because at the moment I can't find my ruler at all, but I was able to use those measurements as fairly accurate representations of how thick I needed everything to be. This isn't 100% to scale, but it's more to fit my hand size. I've got quite large hands, so this fits my hand quite well, whereas the real thing would be small in comparison, which just doesn't look as good, I don't think. Here is the glue gun I used. Very standard glue gun, honestly. It's really, you can pick this up at a hardware store for, I think I got mine for £5 I'm not sure what that will be in dollars, maybe about $10, I'm not sure. US dollars. Other currencies I'm not sure, but yeah, that's what I used. And that's really all you need. The cutting utensil there, just a standard box cutter or X-Acto knife, or a Stanley knife, anything like that. Anything with this kind of blade, you need a fairly sharp blade. It's more, you're not more using the tip of the blade rather than the actual edge. But really, it's up to you how you create your weapons yourself. It's all just down to personal preference. If you prefer to use scissors to cut out the cardboard, fair enough. If that works better for you, go ahead. But as I say, it's all down to you and what works. So, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.